Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. So tonight we will have our last meeting, which is post-event for this event. Okay, so tonight we will talk about what happens during our event and what we can do to improve for future event. So we have everyone here. Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So we can start the discussion now.
We can introduce ourselves first. Who's
Sure.
CEO?
Yeah. Okay, my name is Azizan. I'm in charge as the CEO of the uh, management of the company. Okay. Then Azlan.
My name is Lan bin Abidin and I'm in charge in the sponsorship department.
Okay, Dino.
My name is Dina Shamira. I am in charge of registration.
Right. Sir.
My name is Asmita Nazura and I'm in charge in marketing department.
Right. Shafika.
Hi, my name is Wana Shafika and I'm in charge in human resource.
Last but not least, Adli.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Adlina. I'm in charge in financial department.
Right. So we have everyone here. Let's get started with our meeting. Sort of like postmortem. Okay. All right. I would like to address, since I'm in charge I'm just as the chairman of the company. So I would like to hear from each one of us. I'm as well in charge for the operation of the event. So let's start with, I think we can hear from marketing department, shall we? Marketing department.
Okay, so I'm in charge in marketing department. So
Alright.
before the event, for the marketing department, we do the work on the promotional, and then also we need to find the speakers for our event. So before the event. We approach the speakers by email them, and we got the issues during the event is we got the issue. The issue that we got is we cannot. We had the hard time because we don't have their phone numbers, and it's very hard for our team to approach them. But we found their email address on the website. So by that we can mail them, and we need to wait around 2 weeks for them to reply. And then also for the promotional, we don't have any issue on the promotional because what we need to do is we just create a promotional video so that we can attract our audience to come to join to our event program. And then maybe in future we can improve on the promotional event by include more the interesting content so that we can get more audience to join our program. So I think so far for our marketing department, we have any issue because we only got the issue when to approach the speaker, because we don't know more about the speakers. But maybe we can maybe we can join another event so that we can more know about the speaker. So by that we can know many speakers. So that's all for the marketing department.
So I think maybe the next time around we can like pay a public figure to actually promote our event, right? And to do more marketing in terms of like having a promotion online for the event, or you can create posters and then make it viral to other, like other side other than from social media, again through website,
Yeah.
event. Yeah, that's good. Okay. It's that we're glad that we can hear from the marketing department. So maybe any of you like would like to voice out any suggestion during the event from your department. Let's hear from, I think we can hear from Adlina. Would you like
Yeah,
to say
okay.
anything?
So for my department, I think there's only certain things which is I forgot to include the postage for the prizes in our budget. So that
Because we
is
received
very
because we received feedback on that one, right?
yeah. I only noticed when someone um talk about that, and oh yeah, I forgot to put the budget in the our expenses budget. So I think next time to reduce the expenses, we need to change or find other alternative, because maybe they can redeem the prices on voucher or scan, like macam I'm sorry, like e-wallet, or they can redeem from KFC voucher, but not anything that involved in postage, because it can cost more, because our price there's more than 10, I think. So to post out each of the winners, it can cost more than 100, I think. So yeah, and financial department, I think that's all from me. If any of it, I will add on more. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's hear from the okay. I'm sure like all event have sponsorship. Like for even for our event, we do have our own sponsorship. So thanks to the sponsorship department. So I think I would like to hear from Azlan, which is in charge also for as the vice chairman of the company. So Azlan, go on with your department. If there is any
Thank you,
problem, you
our
can.
CEO. Then, yeah, for my department, sponsorships from the sponsorship that we got from some organizations is being like what we expected. The organization gives support to our event by providing financial assistance and products. I would like to thank to our sponsorship team, where they already all out to make sure our event get the best and as many as we can to get sponsorship from the targeted organizations. The funding that we got in terms of money are RM 8,000 and RM 9,400 in terms of products. So the total that we gain from sponsorship is RM 17,400. Okay, there are some improvement and target for our next event. First is find more sponsor whose their audience match with our in both demographic and interest. Second is provide more benefit for our sponsorship, such as increase the slots for advertising. And third is improve the way we promoting our sponsorship, such as poster and video advertising. My advice is we can hire a better editor to make a better photo and video to make sure that our sponsor branding reach more audience than before. What is we also must concern on helping the organization to increase their brand awareness. Lastly is for the next event that we will conduct, I suggest that we can prepare a good table and seat for our sponsor for them to enjoy our event. Okay, that's all from sponsorship department.
Oh, Azlan, I have a
Yes.
question from your department. Just like you stated, you have a list of our sponsors, right? So I want to ask how do you approach your sponsors? Like how do you convince them to be our sponsor? How you can convince them that we can advertise their company well? Thank you.
Thank you for the questions, Dina. Okay, from before what my team was doing, first we conduct a meeting with the sponsor. We use the platform of WhatsApp to make a deal because of we have some issue of pandemic, so we use WhatsApp to get deal and communicate. And we also some company we also use email. We use like a formal way to reach them. Okay, for how we make them believe that we can give some also that with their sponsor can give benefit for them, that we say we shows that we will provide a slot for advertising, and we shows that our audience is the same audience, it's like what they want. That's all. I hope that's answering your questions, Dina. Okay.
All right.
Azrizan, that's all, I think.
Right. So thank you, Azlan, for your feedback from your department. How would you like to for in the future? So in the future, how would you take your sponsorship into other level? Means like I say this. You plan to maximize looking out for sources of sponsorship from other companies, and how you want to utilize the sponsorship, and how we as a company want to give it back to the company itself. And I mean like how to enhance more on that.
Thank you for that questions. Okay, for that, I think that we need to focus, and okay, we have more time with our next event, so we have make a research. So our research team will find some potential sponsorship to make sure that they and us can give some benefit to each other. So from the next event, I hope that we can find more sponsor with their audience match with our in both demographic and interests.
All
I
right.
hope
Thank you, Azlan.
okay, welcome.
Thank you very much for your feedback. And let's hear from Shafika, I think, or maybe Dina. All right. Shafika, all right.
For human resource department, I think there is nothing much problem because this is webinar. So I think the most problem is we have a late time in to approve all of our participant. This is how we approve them. So we have an email of them and then the code name and everything, but this is still comfortable. Not comfortable, but susah. What is not easy for us to accept the participant because this is so many participants. I think what we can do next time that we can have maybe 3 of us to accept all of the participants to come in our meeting in webinar. I think that's all.
That's all from human resource.
Yes.
So not very much going on during the event. Say, I would like to ask Shafika if let's say in the future say if we create even like an actual program or event, just require thousands of a few other thousands of participants, how would you like to acquaintance like your employees or more to of your team members or committee members, yes, committee members to work in achieving the objective of the event?
Sorry.
No, I was saying, how would you like to utilize your committee members if we plan to hold an event, an actual event, which require participants or participant which more than what we have during the webinar. Do you get my questions?
Yeah, I get. I think for that, I will assign a note taker, like maybe we have 7 of us maybe, and then we will have 4, maybe 4 or 3 of us will assign that to focus on that things, because before that we just we not assign that, we just okay, one of us will assign that, not specific for them. So after this we will specific assume them to do that.
All right, nice. Thank you, Fika, on your report for the event. So let's hear from Dina before we move on to the operation.
Okay, for my team registration, we were having just like when Nur Shafika has stated earlier, that we have to accept participant manually, so could be a hassle for our team. So we still figuring out how to do this webinar where it involves many participants. So one of the problems that we have faced during the webinar is that our team, the amount of participants entered the Zoom meeting was not synced with the registration list from the participant who have registered with our Google form. Let's say we have, in the list we have 200 participants, but the amount of participants who actually entered the Zoom meeting was only 150. So we tried to contact the rest, but we could not contact half of it. So that's one of the problem. And then another problem that we have faced is that the name of the account. Let's say we have Aina from the registration list. She only lists her name in the Google form, Aina, but not full name. So we could not figure out. Let's say there were 2 people to Aina who had requested to enter the Zoom meeting, but we could not detect which Aina it was. That was one of the problem.
So
Any question?
so that will affect eventually on like prize giving and right. Yeah, understood. Good one on the actions to be taken for the event afterwards. So maybe the next time we like we're in charge of setting up event for other companies, so we make sure that those things would happen right in the future. Yeah.
So after the event, we actually figure out how to solve this matter. In the Google form, we should have a question like name, first name, and then the second one will have the last name and the contact number. So that will be better for next time.
Or you can add on this code, like specific person with a specific code. Each person you have a specific code, so that we know that who is that person, what code he is, she is.
That's a very nice idea, Dina. Yep, very good alternative for that one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lina, for the
Question?
suggestion. So yeah, Dina, is there anything else from your department would you like to
So
say?
far, that be all.
That will be all. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that be all.
All right. So last but not least, I'm in charge as well for the operation. Uh, before the event, we've like came to finalize in our work. So each one of us will be in charge for our specific department, like Azlan in charge for sponsorship, Lynn, Adlina for financial. Same goes for Dina and Ika. You guys are in charge for registration, right? And as for Niza, like you in charge for marketing. So I have to make sure that from time to time the tasks the tasks from each department are under control. So as before the event, I think like we've accounted like some of the problems. So we try to sort things out between each committee members. So one of the problems we can hear from Dina, maybe it's like oh, no, sorry, the from Pika, which like uh, Rifika, which we heard like there's some issues on receive the on acquire participants during the event, right? So as for during the event, I think everything went smoothly, but it's just that some technical issue that will be like not very much of under control since like we're doing it online. During the as well as for the financial department, Lynn has mentioned that we have some sort of like difficulties in during the prize giving, right, Lynn? Yeah,
Yes, yes.
because
I think we
we,
can cut off that one and use
yeah,
other alternative.
exactly. Yep, yep. Maybe, for that, like, what did you come up on for the alternative of that? Like, we
So
send out the.
I suggest that I think the price can redeem,
Mhm.
or they can easily get the price or access the price instead of they need to wait for the price for 2 or
Exactly.
3 days, because we have to do some postage, and also the price can be damaged because of the courier mistakes or so on. So for better what we call that, win-win situation, I mean, um the best part is just redeem. They can easily redeem or access at any places. It is the
Yeah,
best alternative instead of we have to post to them.
exactly. Yeah. Maybe this might sound like I'm not sure they're very good suggestions on that one. Maybe we can like go for online certificate, right? For the certificate, but
Yeah, online also can.
certificate, yeah. So yeah, thank you, Lina, for your suggestion. And then after the event, like we come to this meeting, like we would like to hear from each one of us about the problem we encountered during the event as well as the post event. So we're glad that we have this meeting and we can sort out what we can improve for the future. And as a company that will handle event for other companies, maybe we can improvise that and or take the suggestion or any flaws that we've been experiencing during our event to actually utilize that for other companies' event. So that would be great. What you guys think? Yeah. So
Yes.
I think like for this last meeting, uh, sort of like we wrap up for every department. So we've heard from financial, we've heard from marketing, for the registration as well, for HR, as well as from the sponsorship. So if you guys have anything else to say, then you guys can voice out now before we end our meeting for today.
I think we did a great job of this event. for the mistake or something error, something like that, so we can improve. Then I think this is a great job for us. For cooperate with me, and for others, we blend each other for this event. I think that's all from me.
All right, thank you. So Adina or Dina, Nisa, Azan, like say a thing or two.
Actually, I already satisfied with all of our works, our effort. I'm very satisfied, but I think we can do better for our next event.
All right,
Okay?
it's nice. Anyone else, Adina, before we end our last meeting?
I think we have had put all of our efforts into this project because after all, this is just webinar, so there was not much problems that we had. So maybe after this, for our
Sure.
physical event, we can do much better than this. So
Thank
all of
you.
our things had done very well.
Yeah, maybe from
So for me, this webinar is a really good experience for us so that we can know what's the issue and what's our, what do you call that, anything problems that might occur. So we know in the future we can overcome this problem and do much better. And when the next event, if it's the real event, not webinar, we will have another experience. So I think event is good things for us to know any consequences, any problems in the future, and we can improve it to be a better. So yeah, thank you guys for this webinar.
Yeah, like Adina mentioned just now, handling an actual event is a lot different than we've been doing before this, right? So webinar is quite, I would say, hassle-free than actual event because a lot of things to take account when we're handling an actual physical event. Yeah, as for Fika or Aziza, would you like to say a thing or two? Want to express something?
Okay, since everyone already said it, so I just want to say thank you for a great experience. So that's all. So thank you.
I have something to say. I would like to thank our CEO for his 100% effort and his late night sleep to make sure that our event going well. Thank you so much, our CEO Azizan. I very appreciate all your works. I'm very satisfied and very respect you. So I hope for the next event you can be our CEO again and make sure that our event will be more and more and more powerful. Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for the word of appreciation from us there. Yeah, I would like to,
Bye.
yeah, it is an experience for me if I have to be the chairman of the company as well as the event event manager. So yeah, thank you for all your hard work and thank you for being committed in doing your job and to actually make this event happen, to be honest. So without all the effort from all the community members in our company, it's just it would never happen. So we would not have our webinar. Uh, we would not have our webinar held this year. So yeah, good job everyone, and thank you so much for attending this our very last meeting. So I hope that in the future we can, further improve, like Adina said, but further improve and take account all the alternative and further steps to be taken to improve for the next event. All right. I guess that's all from us. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Alright.